It is difficult for us women to submit because there's no leadership to submit to. The men that are there are women.
People that follow me on Snapchat know that I post prayer points at 12 a.m. like when I pray with my friends. So people are always just like, oh yeah, how are you posting Bible quotes and like you're dressing like this? How are you posting Bible quotes and you're going out? And I'm just like, the God that I know doesn't judge me. So I don't know why you feel like because I do this and I do this that I am not strong in my faith. I would have fun, but if I need to be home at 12 to pray, I will be home at 12 to pray. But I feel like you'd be a better person to explain. Yes, because I'm tired.
All right, so we are going to analyze 2 videos today, and I'll be giving my honest and brutal opinion about them. So let's take a look at the first one.
It is difficult for us women to submit because there's no leadership to submit to. The men that are there are women. And it is the women that have raised them as women. We are not raising men. We are raising boys like girls. So when they finally grow up and they need to marry, there is nothing like a man in him. He can't think. He can't fend for himself because the woman has raised him like that. Those are the men we are pumping into society. And finally, because they cannot provide for themselves, they turn themselves. We have raised them like girls. In fact, we are raising girls like men and raising boys like women. And you say submit. Submit and you can't reason. Submit and you cannot provide. How now? Man is a creature to provide, protect, guide. You can't provide, you can't protect. A snake comes, you're the first one to jump on the seat. you can't guide. It's even interesting when a woman says she is a man and she begins to provide for another woman because she feels she is the man. Those are now lesbians. And she begins to provide for another man. It's not as shocking as when a man becomes a woman. It's bad.
Okay, so first of all, we are back on AfriTip. We took a break because of some technical or unforeseen circumstances, but we are back and we are going to be dishing out videos that educate, inform, and entertain. So please, what you can do for us is to like this video, support us by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this particular video to your friends and families. All right, so let's dive straight into it. I took down some notes and let's trash them. The first one is, it is difficult to submit. Why is it difficult for our women of nowadays to submit? It is because they don't see masculinity in our men. A lot of our men are not masculine. We have a lot of feminine men out there. Why? Because of what? The increase of single motherhood is crazy. We have a lot of single mothers that are raising feminine women, feminine men. A man that is not raised by a man and a woman will end up being feminine. And women don't like feminine men. They will tell you they want you to be all emotional, all this, express yourself. It is a big lie. It is a big lie. If you do that, you end up being, they end up looking at you as a fellow woman. And women don't submit to women. Women beef themselves. And that is why they end up beefing you. That's why we end up having a lot of issues in marriages, in relationships nowadays, because women don't see their men as masculine. They don't see them as leaders. So therefore they don't put down their head to follow the leadership of the man. Why will you follow someone that is not a leader? We have countries where a lot of our countries in Africa are not doing well, and we don't follow our leaders, even though we don't have a choice. That is what is happening in some homes. Some women are there because they don't have a choice. It is until maybe they have a choice to move, that is when they move. Do you understand? That is why most women, once you empower them, they end up leaving their marriages. Why? Because they don't see their husbands as leaders. They don't see their partners as leaders. We are having lots of feminine men in the society, and it is damaging us. It is damaging us. Real men do what is needed to be done, no matter the odds. No matter the odds. Real men are not afraid. Real men, do what is needed. And we don't have them. We don't have leaders anymore. We have people that want to follow. They don't think for themselves. Men nowadays don't think for themselves. They don't have their own principles. They don't follow their own rules. They follow whatsoever they see. Whatsoever that flies past them, they grab it and move. That is the kind of men we have. So women can't follow that kind of men. That is why this number one, it is not difficult for our women to what? To submit. The next point is the women raise them that way. I've discussed that. A lot of men that you see that are currently very feminine are raised by women. They are raised by women. They are raised by women. So the next point is a feminine man is a dangerous man. A feminine man is a dangerous man. Why? Because a feminine man works with emotions. Imagine having two people in a space or in a home that the two of them are so emotional, they can't control their emotions. Because the man is supposed to be solid, hard, solid rock. So that when things are going on, the woman is handling it in the emotions. The man is supposed to be handling it with logic, and it balances the equation. But when the man is emotional, the woman is emotional, there will be chaos. There will be problems. There won't be stability. There won't be growth. Two opposite sides, negative and positive, is the reason why I have electricity in my house. If they are not negative and positive, I would not have this electricity in my house. So if it is positive and positive, you know that there won't be light. If it is negative and negative, it will not work. So two opposite sides, that is why even nature made us opposite sex, male and female. So when you are not a full male, you cannot cohabit. That is why I laugh at these people that married themselves, man and man, woman and woman. They can never work. And that even leads us to the next point, lesbians. The woman said a lot of women now, because they are men, they go out to get women, fellow women. And they are this thing, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. They end up still buying dildos, still buying vibrators everywhere. Why? Because they still need that masculine energy. Do you understand? So, and what's the last point? So we can move on to the next video. So what should single mothers do? If you have found yourself, if you've made the mistake already of being a single mother, fine. Don't raise your male children to be emotional. Don't raise them to be mama's boys. Don't raise them to always confide in you before they take a decision. Help them to be men. And now, how can you even help them to be men when you are just a woman? You've never been a man before. You've never been a man. So there's nothing you can do, actually. So why not just maybe, I don't know, I don't even know. Please, if you know what they can do in the comment section, please help me. Help me. I would have maybe suggested, okay, since they still have, except the male figure in their life is dead, but you have brothers, you have uncles, why not take them, let them live with them, maybe 1 month, they come back, so that they can have that masculine, nature in them. Not just live with you 100% and all they know is a woman. All they know how to behave is how their mother behaves. Do you understand? So I hope I've been able to trash this, but if you know anything I've left out, please drop it in the comment section. Let's discuss there. Also, this woman is from South Africa and she was making this video from South Africa. So I think she was generally talking about South Africans, because a lot of our Nigerian men are not feminine. Nigerian men are very masculine. It's just a few of them that are irresponsible. Nigerian men are irresponsible. They are not feminine. A lot of them. Right? So I think let's move to the next video.
People that follow me on Snapchat know that I post prayer points at 12 a.m. like when I pray with my friends. So people always just like, oh yeah, how are you posting Bible quotes and like you're dressing like this? How are you posting Bible quotes and you're going out? And I'm just like, the God that I know doesn't judge me. So I don't know why you feel like because I do this and I do this that I am not strong in my faith. I would have fun, but if I need to be home at 12 to pray, I will be home at 12 to pray. But I feel like you'd be a better person to explain. Yes, because I'm tired.
All right. So now at points where we don't agree, that's okay, right?
No problem.
All right, that's fine. And I don't judge you either. So first and foremost, I think a lot of Christians don't know how to understand people's journey. So that's first. So I think if people knew God, they would love him. So each time I try to evangelize to people, I just realize they've gone around with misconceptions all their life. And you could literally see the scales fall off, and then they go deeper. It's just like the woman at the well. She had questions. No one ever answered that. And so when Jesus answered them, It changed her life. Just overwhelmed by the love of Jesus. Now wanting to know more and do more and all of that. And Jesus didn't even say, you know what, calm me down and learn more first. Go through baptismal class and discipleship class and all those stuff. But at the same time, I believe that when the Lord begins to take us from that elementary point, the Bible says that the days of ignorance, God has winged that and calls to everyone, to repent. So you now want to take discipleship more seriously. So yeah, what does the Bible say? I know that the concept of moderation changes from culture to culture, but what does the Bible really say? And what changes can I make? And how are those changes beneficial? So are there benefits to maybe being more decent in dressing? I've not checked the page, so I don't really know. Even if we say that it's the inside that matters. When you're buying fruits, you can tell what it's going to look like on the inside from the outside. And so that means someone who is good on the inside wants to make sure you don't give the wrong impression, because there are a lot of people who dress a certain way.
I perceived it a certain way.
Exactly. And they're trying to communicate an idea that from what you're saying is inconsistent with who you really are. You get what I'm saying?
That's why you see you dress the way you want to be addressed.
Exactly. So if you see a policeman, you can tell from dressing, and you don't say, why did you judge by my dressing? You get
I get that now.
all right. So yeah.
All right. So first of all, I want to applaud this man of God, this Pastor Iren. Thank you so much for the answer you gave. It wasn't as brutal as I was expecting it to be, but you nailed it. And I'm so glad about that. Thank you so much for correcting that. Before she asks this question, she knows what she's doing is wrong. She knows. You can't tell me she doesn't know what she's doing is wrong. Our African homes, if you grow up in a typical African home, you know what is good and what is bad. You know what is good and what is bad. So she was just looking for somebody to just validate what there's something she wanted to hear. But I thank God that the pastor, came out and disappointed her and told her the truth, right? So first of all, she knows what she's doing. Everybody knows what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Nobody out there doesn't know what they are doing, right? She was wearing that, possibly for attention, for all of those bullshit. But thank God for the pastor. Move on to the next point I got down. Everyone is telling you, everyone is telling you. Now, everyone was telling her, you are not acting the way what you are preaching. And you still don't have the distance to reflect and say, these people are saying the truth. Do you understand? These people are saying the truth. But you're still coming out to ask this particular question. Dressing indecent, what good does dressing indecent does? There's no benefit to dressing indecent. There's absolutely no benefit. If you have any benefit to dressing indecently, please let me know in the comment section. So, her coming out to say this in the first place is a no-no for me. It's a no-no for me. You are dressing indecent and you're posting Bible scriptures. How does that relate? It doesn't relate. So the next point, if you misbehave, people will correct you. You can call it judgment. Yes, you can call it judgment. Say, don't judge. The Bible says, don't judge. Don't judge me. My God is not judging me. You are judging me. What does that mean? If you are misbehaving, people will correct you. You can decide to call the correction whatever you want. But it is correction. And correction comes from only people that love you. People that love you, see, whoever doesn't love you will not correct you. When they see that you are misbehaving, in fact, they will gain from the benefit. How I want to put them? The benefit only benefits them, so they get it and move. But they leave you there as trash. Do you understand? So, I think to the last point, the inside and outside. Yeah. So you are addressed the way you are dressed. The way you dress is how you will be addressed. Like the pastor said at the ending of the video, you can't see a policeman wearing a police uniform. You can't see a man on a police uniform and then call the person a lawyer. No, it's not possible. You can't see a man dressed as a lawyer with a wig and everything and then call the person a policeman or call the person a doctor. It's not possible. If I see you indecently dressed, I'll call you what your name? A prostitute. I'll call you your name. A hookup. I'll call you your name. An olosho. So if you are indecently dressed and you're expecting me to call you a momijio, you wouldn't get that from me. You can get it from somebody out there who wants to prey on you and leave you. Because I can also decide to say, oh, don't mind them. They don't know what they are saying. They are this, they are, I beg, live your life, enjoy yourself. Yeah, I want to get something. And once I get it, I'll trash you because I cannot keep you. That is it. Because the thing is, a lot of ladies don't even want to be kept. They like the groove, the vibes. That is what they are out there for. So they don't even care. So please, if you are living and misbehaving, living a wayward life, don't come here and start telling people not to judge you. They will judge you. They would judge you. Me, I will judge you. I will tell you to your face. You know how the normal Yahoo boys dress. If I see you dressed like that, I will call you a Yahoo boy, bro. You are a Yahoo boy. You are a Yahoo boy. What are you saying? If I see you dressed as a trash man, I'll call you a trash man. If I see you dressed, as a pastor, I'll call you a pastor. We all know what dresses signifies. So why dress in a certain way and don't want to be addressed in that certain way? That is delusion. Don't be delusional, bro. So once again, I applaud the pastor for saying it the way it is. But though I would have wanted it to be more brutal. Knock 'em. But then again, he said it very well and she received it. First of all, it's for the message to be received so that she can change her ways. Because changing her ways is the most important thing, right? Changing her ways is the most important thing. So thank you for watching today's video. This is what we do here. We talk on issues that affect us as a people, as Africans, as Black people, as human beings. So do it to support us once again by subscribing to the channel, like this video, converse with us, talk to us in the comment section. I'll be there to reply and learn from you also. If there's anything I left out in this second video also, please drop it in the comment section so we all can learn from ourselves. So my name is Basi. First of all, you can call me Elder Basi the Genius. I know why I'm saying this, Elder Basi the Genius, because we are going to be rolling out a lot of videos that are educative, entertaining, and informative. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on this. My name is Basi once again. See you in the next video. Peace.